Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-45 research methods for Saturday, March 12th. Just going to go over a few items as I always do, reminders, clarifications, and anything I think you need to know to help stay on top of things in the course. So let's get right to it. First up here is that y'all know that your next exam number 2 over chapters 5, 6, and 7, that will be this coming Monday on the 14th. Like I told you in class there, do take advantage of the study guide to help you prepare for the exam, and do note those two areas on the study guide that are italicized with asterisks all around them there, because that will be the content that your 2 short answer essay questions on the exam will be based upon. You know, one of the questions there from chapter 5 is identifying or being able to provide the 3 characteristics of either probability and non-probability sampling. What are those characteristics? And also why convenient samples are so popular as well. You'll see that on the study guide. And also for chapter 7 there, you might want to take a look at something we covered there in class, is how do you control confounds. There's 3 methods for doing that. You might recall holding things constant, matching, randomization, etc. So make sure you can describe how any of those techniques work to control potential confounds. Don't forget too to turn in your Mind Tap assignments there. Make sure you submit them no later than 5 o'clock this coming Monday when the exam starts there. And also please do bring your group grading form, that brown paper that has all the students that are there in your group there, to turn them in with letter grades on them. On Monday, of course, we are going to take the exam, but we're also going to continue with our next unit of the course. We'll start a little bit on chapter 8 there after we're done with the exam, and of course we'll continue with chapter 8 on Wednesday as well. Chapter 8 is our very first design chapter, and so we're going to talk about what those are again. And also the other important thing you want to make sure you've are staying on top of here is that your outline, the second component of your APA style literature review paper, that is due this coming Wednesday on the 16th there. That's right, had to check, make sure. As I told you in class, do look for the instructions. They're right there underneath Unit 5, just like you found for Part 1 of our paper. And at the very top of the instructions, again, like you saw for the first component, you'll see a little how-to video there, so do make sure that you watch that there. I walk you through the instructions and just tell you some helpful things that will help you turn in a really good outline. Also take a look at the samples that I've got provided there. I've got 2 sets of samples for you to examine that will really give you a good sense of what you should turn in and also what you should not turn in as well. And do be careful to incorporate any feedback I provided there from the first part of the paper. So if there were some issues that needed to be corrected regarding your references or how you handle your topic, make sure you address those things, because I do check on that stuff when I look at the next part of the paper. Also make sure that you're careful to use all 10 of your references. You must say at least one thing about each one of those 10 references, and also be careful not to include content in your outline that does not come from your list of 10 references. So be careful that you're actually talking about the literature that you located and that you're not referring to literature that you did not locate there. Also be careful about excessive quoting in your paper there too. As I told y'all in class there, some quoting is perfectly fine, but you don't want to have block after block after block of quotes, because quoting's not writing and that'll really cost you some points. So be careful about that. And also be careful to look at that grading rubric. You'll find it as a file there at the bottom of the instructions. Do take a look at that. That'll help you identify some things that could really cost you some points. So do take some time to check those things out. I try to give you everything I can to help you do well on these writing assignments. So take advantage of the resources I give you, and you should be able to do a pretty decent job. Also, don't forget, as you saw for the first part of the paper, and it's in the instructions and also in the dedicated submission area for your outline, which you'll see right below the instructions, again, just like for the first part of the paper, you are allowed to submit your outline late, but per the late policies indicated there in the instructions and submission area, it's 10% off the points you would have earned because it's late, and then it's another 5% off for each 24-hour period after that there. So you have up to 72 hours from the original due date and time next Wednesday evening there, but once it gets past that, past 72 hours, so Thursday to Friday to Saturday, so by Saturday night, 11:59 p.m., if you don't have it turned in, you won't be able to turn it in at all. So do get it in on time, as I hate to see a good paper get docked for points. And this time the outline is worth 50 points. That's 50, so 50 points. So it's a lot of points there. That's worth an entire exam's worth of points there. So do your best to do a good job. Otherwise, that's everything I wanted to say for now. Good luck on your exam on Monday. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to talk to you then. So otherwise, take care until I see you in class next week.